going to be making a character band today. I've got a selection of some character molds. So there's like a monster mold, there's a little skull character, I've got a little, I think it's a chicken, and a lion mold. They've each got some instruments. I've got a few instruments here, so we'll just pop those to one side for a minute. And I've got a tray mould for a bit later because they'll need a stage to play on, won't they? So let's start with the characters first. So I'll just get some resin mixed up and then we can get started. I've mixed up some of the Let's Resin 1:1 epoxy resin, and I'm going to add to that the Let's Resin metallic powder in silver. So I'm just going to pop some of that into there. I want them to all be silver, so I'm going to add quite a bit. I think that will do. And then get that all mixed in. Now that's all nicely mixed in, I'm just going to give the moulds a little bit of a squirt with some 99% alcohol. Give them all a squirt of that. Let's see if I can get in that one there. That will do. I think we'll start off with this one. It's only got a tiny little opening, that one. Let's get that one filled up first. I think this one is the little skull character. Right, let's pop him to the back and then top that up. Actually, I'll top it up when I've got less resin in there. Let's do this one next. Fill up the, what's this one? This one's the, I think it's a chicken, something like that. Let's fill that one up. And then let's do the little monster next. The alcohol's still in there, so I can just pour that straight in. Get that into that one. And finally we've got the little lion. Let's give him another little squirt and fill him up. I'm just going to give these a little squidge because there's quite a few areas where bubbles can get trapped in these two. Well, all of them, to be honest. So let's just top those ones up now. Fill that one up. And then, oopsie daisies. And then the same with this one. Just fill him up. And then top that one up. And I think the line's okay. Right, so I've got a bit left there. So for the tray, I want it to be black, but I've gone round the outside edge and just burnished on some of the Let's Resin metallic powder in the same silver. So I'm hoping that if I add some black pigment paste to this silver, the black will take over and it will just be black. So let's add some of that into there and get that mixed in. Then I'm just going to pour that straight into the mould. I don't think it's going to be enough to fill it up, but I can top it up afterwards. Let's see how far it goes first. Hopefully if I get a full layer down, then it won't matter if I have to top it up. So let's just get all of that out of there. And then just even that out. And then I can top that up afterwards. Right, so that's all my black used up. So I'll top this up and then I'll see you back for demold. these are all cured up now, so let's pop these out. See how they're all looking. Start off with the tray. It's still a bit bendy, but that's okay. Let's just flatten that down. That's okay. That's fine for a stage. Right, let's get these ones out next. Let's just put that one over there out the way for a minute. Right, let's start off with the lion. He's going to be the easiest to pop out. He's such an adorable little mould, that one. I love that one. Right, that's our little lion. Let's do this one next. What's this one? This one's like the chickeny thing. Let's pop this one out. Oh. Come on out, you come. Oh, that's cute. I like that. That's adorable. Right, what should we do next? Let's do this one next. Get this little fella out of here. Get his head out. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, I like him as well. He's cute. Got a bit need just a bit of trimming on the bottom. Right, let's just pop this one back in the right way. You don't want to leave your moulds in the wrong way too long. Otherwise they end up with getting creases on them. Right, finally, let's get this one out. I think this is the one I'm going to struggle with. Because it's... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this one off camera. So I'll get this one out and then I'll see you back in a minute. So that's my last little character out there. He's adorable. He's got a little backpack on there. Right, so next, for the tray, I've got these bubbles around the outside here. So I thought I'd disguise those a bit with a bit of bling. So I've got this sticky roll of rhinestone things, and I've cut it down so there's just 3 on there. And I'm just going to, let's start at the back. Doesn't matter what's going to be the back, does it? Let's start in the middle here. Going to add that, let's just chop that off because that's got a stone missing there. Just cut that off there. So place that onto the top there. And I'm just going to work my way all around the top of the tray. So while I'm doing this, I'll just mention that today's video is part of the Friendship Express train. And we do videos for the train every week, but once a month we do a theme that we all vote on. And today's theme was music. The Friendship Express is organised by myself and Susie from Serendipity Creations, Tina from Pour Resin with Love, and Amy from Resonating Art by Amy M. So if you want to join in with our little train, just drop one of us a message. Right, I'll just finish off around the rest of this. Oh, and there will be a playlist in my description box, so feel free to have a look at that and all the other lovely videos that are made for our friendship train. Right, so I'll just finish this off and then I'll see you back in a minute. So that's the bling all added to the top, so that's disguised those little imperfections. Oh, and I did add a bit to the top of the piano as well, blinged that out. Right, so let's do something with these characters next. I'll pop that to one side. I do want to keep this just as like a monochrome look, apart from obviously the colours in the instruments. So I think I'm just going to use a black Sharpie pen and just give them some eyes. So I'm just going to colour in just all of their eyes. I don't think I'm going to do much more than that to any of them. So I'm just going to do the same thing to all of them. You probably don't need to see me doing black eyes, do you? I'm just going to be painting or drawing these on. So that one, and then for this one I'm just going to go in to those circles there, and then same with the skeleton. Just going to colour his eyes in, and then the same with the lion. Just going to do his eyes black as well, and I might do his nose. So I'll do that to all of them, and then I'll see you back in a minute. These are all done now, so they've all got their faces. There's the little chickeny thing, so that's him done. That's the little monster, and I've just done his mouth as well. We've got the little skeleton there, and lastly the little lion. So now they all need their instruments. So the lion's going to be easy. He's going to be playing the piano, so he just needs to go on his little stool there. So next we want, let's do this one next. I'm not sure what this is, but it's going to be, in this case, it's going to be like a double bass. So I'm going to glue this onto him. I'm just going to use some Gorilla Glue. Let's pop some of this on. Where does that need to sit? Let's put that about there, I think. So let's pop some glue on there. And then I'm just going to give that a quick squirt with some activator spray. That just speeds up the process, and stick that on him. So that's him done. He can go in there for the time being. And next I think we'll have the little chicken playing the guitar. So let's think, where can we stick that on there? Let's pop that, let's do that way round, so that will stick onto there like that. That way best to do it like that, do you think? His legs kind of get in the way, don't they? Yeah, let's just do that like that. So let's pop a bit of glue on the back of there. Give that a quick squirt, and then glue that down into place. So that's him done. Right, finally we want the skeleton to be playing the sax. So he's going to need a bit of glue. Let's pop some glue. Oops daisies. Let's pop some glue on the top there. Give him a quick squirt. And then set that into place under there. So that's him done. Lovely. So finally I think I will glue the lion onto his little bench. So let's just pop a bit of glue on the bottom there. Give that a squirt and set him down onto his stool. So that's him done. Right, so next I think let's just figure out where we want these to go. I think that's all right there actually. I think they're all pretty much okay where they are, to be honest. So I'm going to mix up some resin, and then we'll set them all into place with some resin. I've mixed up a small amount of the Let's Resin 1:1 epoxy resin, and I'm going to add to that some of the Super Sparkle White from Tracy at Mini Scenes GB. This is the 80 mesh. So I'm just going to pop a small amount of that into there. I think that would do actually. And then get that mixed in. And then I'm just going to take all these off for a minute, pop them out the way, and then just put that all over the base of the tray. Hopefully I've made enough. Just get all of that out. And then I'm just going to work that all the way to the edges. I don't want to use too much resin because I still want it to be a tray, and it only needs a thin amount just to hold all those little band characters into place. So I'm just going to work this all the way round. So now that's evenly covered, let's just pop some of those bubbles using a torch, and then we can place our little band back into place. So let's just set that down into there, give it a little squish just so as it makes contact with the bottom there. Little lion can go there, and then a little double bass player in the middle there, a little sax player, and our guitar player. So I'm just going to give them a little wiggle, move that one over a bit, space them out where I want them. Just give that another quick torch. So we'll leave this to cure now, and then I'll see you back in a little while. This is all cured now, and they're all well and truly stuck in there, so the band can't split up and go and try and make it solo. So that's my make all finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today. Don't forget to check out the playlist, which will be in my description box, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
On the corner by the feed store gate, lining at the piano, sitting up straight. White keys gleaming his golden paw. He hits that grin with a jungle drawl. Skeleton counts in the back row seat, bone by bone to a crawling beat. He lifts that sax like a crooked grin, and the whole barn shakes when he blows back in. 1, 2, hear that roar. 3, 4, give me more. Tailbone swing and a suitcase shout. Baby, this band can work it